It's been 8 months since I installed FlexiShield's cosmetic dry fit PPF on my vehicle. Is it a winner or is it a loser? We're gonna take a closer look at this film. I'm gonna give you my opinion and what I think of this. First of all, the installation is a little harder than most color change films, and it's gonna be a little harder than paint protection film. It's not so hard that it's impossible. It's just a little bit different, takes a little bit of getting used to and how to stretch it and the different ways to manipulate it and work with the film. When we installed it on my car, this is a dry fit install, so all these panels go on dry, which is different than a normal PPF where you do a wet install. We actually did a wet install on the hood just to test it out, to see if it would be easier, see if we liked it. What you can notice now in the hood is that we have a little more texture, so I don't think that the film adhesive liked the wet install at all because it didn't work out well. Out here in the sun, you can barely see any texture at all within the hood, but when you bring it inside, you can see there's a little bit of a different texture on the hood than the rest of the car. So not the film's fault. I think that's just us testing it, figuring out whether it worked or not. The rest of the film, the texture is absolutely amazing. This looks exactly like paint. My biggest gripe with any type of color change vinyl that is not matte or satin, that is gloss, just has texture. It looks orange peel all over it, and I just don't like it. This film is flat. It looks like paint. I get asked, what is it? They think it's so cool. The color change, I get stopped all the time asking me what it is. People are taking pictures of it. It is absolutely changed the entire look of the vehicle. Take a look at it, you'll see how smooth the texture is. This film is actually a green apple film, and the attention that this gets has been absolutely amazing. It's been weird actually. Whenever I go through a drive-through or I stop somewhere, people are always looking at it. They tell me how cool it looks. They ask me what it is. They don't know it's an actual film. I have to explain that a lot. Even just driving down the highway, I can see people slow down and stop and turn and kind of point like, hey, look at this car. So the intention that this color shift, this film, whatever it is, I mean, it's a little bit of iridescent type of thing to it too in the color shift. Sometimes I think people don't even think it's a Tesla anymore. They think it's some sort of supercar. It has a color shift. So it goes from this gold to a green, to a dark green, to an iridescent green. It actually has some metallic flake in it. Hey, what's up, man?
No, this car's just sitting.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Is that a Porsche?
It's a Tesla. So one of the things is, how well does it hold up? Is there any peeling issues? You'll see a lot of these edges, there's almost no peeling issues. We do have a couple peeling issues on the front bumper and the back bumper. This is the first time that our installers use this film, so I wanted to test the capabilities. So when you go into some very hard angles, you need to find out how much stretch can you actually put on the film without the adhesive actually pulling back. So what we did here, you'll see a little bit of peel back, and that's just us testing it. How much can we actually do? So we actually did some inlays on the hard parts, which is putting a piece of film in and then putting a secondary film over it, so we don't have to overstretch it and you have to deal with some of these peel back. But as far as all the edges, like normal edges, folding them over, like there is no peel back issues. The only peel back issues that we have is because the film is overstretched in a place where it should not be overstretched. So that's one of them right there that you'll see. You'll see all the close edges on the fender, on the rocker panel, the door, even this mirror here. So this mirror is actually two parts. This is what I'm talking about. If we try to stretch this whole thing over there, we may have some peel back issues, but this is two pieces, one piece over here that we inlaid and then put another piece on top over here. And this is a pretty big stretch on this mirror, and it goes all the way over and actually folded into the mirror, and we have no issues at all with peeling on that mirror. Actually, just a couple weeks after I had the film, I kind of scraped the pole a little bit, so you can kind of see here that it didn't go through the film here. It did go through the film in a couple spots, but the paint underneath is still there, still perfectly fine. Same with the back here, just a couple scrapes, no problem at all. I actually haven't even tried to remove that, which I probably should. Coming back to the back bumper, again, this back bumper is done in one single piece. And from this flat area, stretching it all the way over to the side, you can see it looks pretty good. We just got a couple right inside here where it's lifting up just a little bit, inside there where that light is. But back here again, everything looks really good. Let's talk about fading or discoloration. This is a very intense film and it's hard to get on camera, but it almost looks like it's glowing. It has an iridescent type of look to it, and there is absolutely zero fading. It still looks pretty much brand new. The contrast of it, the pop of it is still out there. It's got a little bit of metal flake, and it looks absolutely beautiful. I'm still amazed and astonished on how cool it actually looks. Another advantage of this film being color change and the texture is self-healing, and the self-healing properties have been holding up really well. And walking around it, going to the side, there is not one swirl mark on the entire vehicle. I mean, this is in direct sunlight and there is absolutely nothing. Let's talk about the mileage I have on it. It's been 8 months, but I've driven this thing 20,000 miles in 8 months. I live an hour away from the shop. I drive it every day, so it's 140 miles minimum that this car sees 5 days a week. With driving that much, you're gonna get rocks. And I've had PPF on this before, and even with PPF, you hit a rock hard enough, it is going to remove some of the film and break through that film. I do have a couple breakthroughs on the front of the film here, just a couple. There's not actually a lot. And a lot of the smaller stuff, you can't even tell that there's a rock chip there. Really impressed with the rock chip resistance on this film. You'll see the breakthroughs. I had the same thing when it came to my clear PPF, but it's a lot less noticeable on this. Really impressed with the rock chip protection. So with bugs, with bird droppings, sitting on paint, they're acidic. It can actually etch into the painted surfaces. I maintain it really well, but I also run into a lot of bugs. And walking through the car, inspecting it, there is no staining, there is no bug residue. Everything cleans off very well. I maintain it pretty well. I use a lot of different spray sealants and ceramics that I test. So I don't know the hydrophobics of the film because I am using a lot of products. The film is still very hydrophobic. I keep it very clean and I use some sort of spray protection each time I wash it. So that could play a big part of not having any stains or any bug etching into there. There's absolutely no water spotting, and that is an issue a lot of times with ceramic coatings because they're very hydrophobic. That water drying on that surface, all the minerals are left behind and you can have water spotting. I don't see any of that here. I don't see any oxidation. There's no water spots. I'm very impressed with it if you can't tell. We've talked about a lot of the things that I like about this film. There's not much I don't like about it. The one thing I don't like about it is that it's rather expensive, and it's not even, you know, that terrible because the film is actually really damn cool. There's a lot of things put into one. You got a color change, you got the thickness of PPF, you got the self-healing. It's pretty damn cool. It's expensive. It's more expensive than PPF. It's more expensive than a vinyl wrap. And so far, after 8 months, it's holding up pretty damn perfect. I will be testing this film as we go on. I don't know how it peels off. That is another question that I have. How well does it peel up? Is it gonna peel off in one piece? Is it gonna come off in multiple pieces? Because that would not be fun for our installers to be able to remove this film. The film, I expect it to last several more years. I park outside most of the time. It sits in the sun, so it gets a lot of this environmental damage right on the film, and it's holding up absolutely great. For me, so far, this film is literally a 10 out of 10. I absolutely love it. I enjoy it. If you need more information about the different colors, go check out FlexiShield.com. They got a lot of information on their cosmetic PPF. If you're in the Chicagoland area and you want to get a quote on this film, go to chicagoautopros.com, fill out the contact us form, and we'll get back to you with a quote on wrapping your car with this awesome film. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.